Hey guys, it's me. Y'all know who it is because y'all know my name on that screen. It's like, no. What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video and I wanted to come on here today and talk to y'all. I've taken so long to is it recording? Okay. I've taken so long to upload the Hawaii part 2. It was a lot going on with it, like that whole upload situation, but it's up. So basically I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all today. I love talking to y'all, and I just had a little topic about moving on because yeah, y'all see me, I got my hair did, you know, period. Wait, let me see her tag name. I'm link her too. Y'all know I'm based in Philly, so then I gotta shout out everybody who be helping me out with my looks. Y'all see it, get into it. Yeah, this is actually a closure glueless wig. I just got some edges put on there, so I'm loving it. I'm at her ad name in the description box below, but her brand name is Beautiful Creations. So shout out to T. She got my hair lizzy. Period. Alright, but let's get into the convo. So I'm not going to take too long with this video. My camera be on some real goofy stuff. I'm ready to get a new one, but okay. I just wanted to say I've been in a great place in my life right now, and I just been feeling the need to just say some encouraging things. You know, this is what I come on here and do for y'all anyway. So yeah, here's my shirt too. I don't know if y'all can really see that, but it says kind people are my kind of people. This is for the people that feel stuck in whatever. It can be a relationship, it could be friendship, it could be family type stuff, even a situationship, even though we gotta cut them out because it's about to be 2022. Y'all know I'm always reminding you of the year because time is going on, so we gotta move on. So basically this is for y'all who's trying to just to not be comfortable where you're at, might be content. Because one thing I've heard said is that it's good to be content and not comfortable, because when you're comfortable, you're free from stress, you're relaxed, you're at ease. But when you're content, you're in a state of peaceful happiness. And you know that's not going to always be that. You know, it's good to be comfortable at times, but you also want to be content. It's a difference. So yes, it's a balance and it's a difference. And it's like you got to figure out where you at right now so you can figure out if you need to stay where you at or you need to move on. So tip 1 to moving on, I'm trying to hurry this up. But the first tip I got down is taking accountability. So honestly, with taking accountability, that's something that me, like, I had to learn how to do that at a young age. Like, I would be in school sometimes, excuse me, and I would be kind of just getting in trouble a little bit, and I would be blaming the teachers. Sometimes it would be their fault, most times it was mine for how I was acting, like my behavior. And I would always be like, Mom, but they did this and they, and never like I. So it was like things that I did wrong. Even though I could justify my case, it don't mean that it was right. So I had to learn how to take accountability. And I think that helped me to move on, to stop feeling like a victim all the time and start realizing, like, girl, you be drooling, and that's why you get in trouble as well. Even though they might be taking it overboard, you're still doing things. So even in a relationship and you feeling like pretty stuck, or you even feeling like super not happy, or just like it's something that's making me feel away and I am kind of ready to leave this, but I'm just staying because of this and that and the third. When it's time to move on, you'll really know. And when I say relationships, I don't even mean just between boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm talking in every aspect and every field, even with like family. Sometimes when you working with family or you doing certain things with family, sometimes helping a family member out is always cool to do. But sometimes it just doesn't work out, even if it does work out. And it's time to move on to something bigger and better. And somebody's like, I think we're good. And you're like, no, it's time to move on. What you're gonna do? That's gonna cause an argument, a disagreement, and then it's like beef. So that's why taking accountability is super cool, because it takes 2 people to form a relationship. Say if it's 2 people, y'all nagging each other, arguing with each other, calling this person out their name, the other person is calling the other person out their name, y'all just going at it back to back all the time, and it's just like, dang, can I catch a break? But once you see that y'all keep on going through those things, you're finally deciding like, dang, all right, I think it's time for me to move on, right? because it's not feeling right for you, not for the other person, but for you. When you identify with them issues that you got that's into the relationship and not just what they have, instead of just blaming them, when you know you're adding to it as well, if you are adding to it as well, once you identify with that issue, it's going to be so much easier to take that accountability, and then it's going to be so much easier to realize what is the issues, and the issues that you're bringing and issues you don't also want from that person. Then it'll be easier to move on. So that's step one, taking accountability, because that helps you identify with your issues, helps you to not play the victim all the time, and just helps you to move on and not have to look for closure because you know what's going on. It just gives you a better understanding about you and the person in the situation, the job, whatever, like literally. So step two, shift your mindset. So shifting your mindset, honestly, that will not be overnight. It's like regardless of what's going on, especially if the situation is hardcore and it's like kind of like, dang, like you 6 feet deep into this, like you like, oh my God, I'm stuck in this. That mindset right there though, it helps you to stay stuck. Like when you're like, oh my God, can I get out? That word can't, it's like you have to try to start removing that out of your vocabulary, because that keeps you at a place where you are not going to move on. It keeps you at a place where you're really just stuck and you're like, how am I going to get out of this? So shifting your mindset, that's not going to happen overnight, but when you think about it, it's like, okay, let me tell myself I can get out of this, I will get out of this, or I don't feel good about this, so I'm going to say this to this person in a positive manner, leave it where it needs to be, or to this job. You know, when you write that 2 weeks notice, I'm not gonna lie, when I just quit my job, I didn't write nothing. I called him, I said, how you put in a 2 weeks notice? That was my last day. But you know, just leaving things sometimes on a positive note. And even if you can't, you're in a situation where you're stuck and you don't want to be there no more, you want to move on. Whether it's a big business move that you gotta do and you gotta put some money into something, stressing out about all these things, is like when you shift your mindset to know that things will go positively once you trust God too, and once you just trust yourself. It's like, I got this. Like you beating the odds, you're just beating the negative. So shifting your mindset is such a great benefit for you and your energy, your circle, your environment, your everything. That's a big step to me, in my opinion. But when you first shift your mindset, you should think about all the great benefits you provided, because honestly, that will put you in a more positive aura, in a positive space, because you won't down yourself for wanting to do some things that you feel like, you know, you don't want to leave somebody behind, or leave this business behind, or leave your parents behind, or leave whatever. So think about all the great things that you've done and that you have provided. So, you know, it's not to just make yourself feel better. I mean, it is, but it's also to let you know that you've done your works and your duty. When that time comes to move on, you don't want to be like, you know, should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? Should I not? You want to, you know, have these positive things in your mind so you can really make a rational, good, strong decision for yourself and not have to regret it afterwards. So think about all the great things you provided, you know, for when you were doing what you were doing. Now that it's time to move on, don't beat yourself up about it. And then all the benefits that you will reap if you do move on, you know, when you do. This is just a mind space when you're feeling stuck. So this is why I'm giving out these tips. So when you are feeling like, you know, but if I do this, I won't have this. No. Think about all the things that you'll reap from moving on. These are just strategic things to think about when you're trying to make moves, because my mom always told me to think before I might do something, as far as like anything, honestly. And no, I have not followed it in my life. Like, I really haven't. I probably would have been somewhere different. But when you're trying to do things and you're not thinking about it for real and you're just doing it, sometimes, you know, being risky is cool. I even made a video about that. But sometimes when you do have the time to think, do it. And then think about the lessons you learned and apply them. You know, you won't be too stuck on trying to move on. Sometimes it's time to move on. I believe in forevers. Like, I do. Some things aren't forever, but you just gotta know when it is and when it's not. So, you know, this is ways to help you to know that, to get to a start of getting there. Last but not least, this is what I have written. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I didn't make any alterations to what I wrote. Just seen this and I'm like, I think this is cool. So let me really look at this. Okay, this is my favorite one, I think. bigging yourself up. After you've gotten out of the shifting mindset stage and you already are positive and you're 1000% on what you want to do and why you made this decision, and you ain't going back and you ain't regretting it after, and you feeling real good about this and you know that it's gonna work out, big yourself up. Because one, you gotta support your own self first. You do. If you don't, you'll be looking for it every place else. You're not even really feeling like this gonna work out, so how I'm gonna feel like that for you, you know? And even if somebody is, you want to support your own self, because everybody's not gonna always be around to do it, and you don't want to have these expectations of that support anyway. So once you like, okay, I got these things, I'm really determined on this, I know I'm gonna do this, big yourself up. Get excited about your moving on. Bigging yourself up involves changes and replacements and languages, taking can out your vocabulary and saying you can, and just positives. Honestly, once you know, okay, I want to do this, I'm gonna do it. Change your environment if you need to. Replace certain things, you know, TV shows or whatever that ain't feeding you what you need to know and hear. Replace that with the good. Replace it with some realistic things. Replace it with some lessons. Replace it with some learning, like something that's going to help you get to where you need to get to, and keep that positive energy in what you're doing. Honestly, I'm saying, I don't want y'all to think like, oh, it's just all gonna be so positive, everything's gonna work out. But you know, like I said, language is good. You can speak things into existence. You really can. With the help of God, you can pray it into existence. If it's really meant for you and God wants it for you, you know, he'll let that happen for you. So, you know, I know that it's gonna be little hurdles, and I'm saying little because you're gonna get through them. Things that might go on, little stepping stones, or like little things that might be in your way. A lot of times when you're moving on, it's a lot of tests. It's a lot of tests and trials, but big yourself up to know that you can get it done, and you will get it done, and you're doing this for you and your family and whoever you're doing it for. You're doing it for that reason, and just stick to the plan. Like, stick to the plan. These are ways that you can get out of those feelings and that you can just kind of boss up. Oh yeah, those are my 3 steps to moving on. These are just honestly like opinions, guys. So if you do have some more tips, like put them in the comment section below. Like, let me know some more tips, and you know, make me aware of some more things, and leave for some other people. Leave them in the comment section below. I would love to read them. I'm pretty sure others would love to see it, especially if it's like really like, you know, genuine and heartfelt. So that's really it, guys. This is probably like my shortest video. Sometimes I be having some long videos and I be like, is y'all gonna watch them long behind videos? It really be the vlogs though, but yeah, that's really all that I have for you guys today. So stay prayed up, stay positive. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you all. I'm feeling myself. Yep, yes indeed. And I got like this little star on my eye. I don't know where it came from, but you know, one of they rock with some little apple cider vinegar on that joint. So you know, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Toodles. Like y'all, if it's causing your mental health, it ain't worth it. It's time to move on. If it's causing you to go crazy, it's time for you to move on. If you got kids and it's causing you to be mean to them, it's time to move on. Quit that job. Feeling depressed, it's time to move on. It's causing you to not be yourself anymore. It's time to move on. Move on when it's time. I'm telling y'all, move on when it's time. You will not regret it. It's bigger and better in store for you.